Hello and welcome to the Unofficial Controller Podcast, your weekly gaming podcast, episode number 316. Stone cold, baby. With me, Georgie, and this week joined by RGT. Brand new and clean to my recycled full price garbage. How's it going?
Very well, thank you. How are you?
I am writhing around in your reflected glory. I don't know, you're looking. Not that long ago, I referred to you as a novelty pencil topper. Today, I think you look like
A novelty pencil topper.
like Lidl's Johnny Bravo.
Mm, okay, I'll take that as a compliment, maybe.
Timmy Alpha.
Mm,
That's
okay,
where you're at. Hang
thank
on,
you.
what am I doing? What am I thinking about? The algorithm will come for us,
Mm,
RGT, and we ain't going to be viral anymore. So let's tell people. Let's not even tell the people. Let's whisper sweetly to Gemini. We've got some news coming up. We've got refurbished PS5 consoles going up in price. Can you believe the treachery? Why? Final Fantasy VII Director has already completed the third game in the trilogy 40 times, the greedy little pig. And the Microsoft CEO says Xbox is recommitting to the fan base one more time. Probably won't be the last time we hear that. RGT, but before we get there, good sir.
mm,
Oh, yes, your mouth like a puckered cat's asshole there
mm,
today, sir.
mm,
Looking,
mm, mm,
that was it. Looking,
mm,
yeah,
mm,
that's it.
mm.
Mm, wow.
I can't stay that all show.
Can you imagine the foul smelling injection ready to come out of that? Well, let's find out in a moment as I ask this fine gentleman, what you been playing?
Oh, it's going to be one of them shows, isn't it? A little bit more infamous Second Son. Um, yeah, it's not clicking with me. I,
Is that because I said that though, or is this because
no,
it's
I,
actually not clicking with you?
me and Captain were talking about it this week, actually. And I said, I just don't know what it is. I think he played it as a standalone game. He didn't play the first two, and he loved it, really enjoyed it. And I think that's probably what the problem is, if you've played the first two. Um, so yeah, it's a bit. I don't know. It doesn't. It feels incomplete. It's not an incomplete game, and I don't mean that as an insult to the game. It's a very well
Well, you
made,
do, don't you?
very playable game. But to me, it doesn't. There's something missing now. And I know I said this last week. I know the same. I've done a couple of missions, and I was just like, oh, I don't know. Do I carry on or not? I really do want to carry on. I was saying to Captain because I want to complete all four of them. Really, I'd like to play all through the series, but maybe I jumped on it too soon. I don't know. I don't know. I'll see. But yeah, I've only done a couple more missions. But again, it plays really well. It looks good. Lovely graphics. I can't fault it for any of that. Um, but it just doesn't feel infamous to me. It doesn't feel like an infamous game. And I can't put on my finger on why. I don't know. I don't know. But yes, I've played a bit more of that. I played a little one of these little cheapy games off PS Store this week. And the only reason I downloaded it, it was like a couple of quid, I think, £2. Did you used to play, God knows how many years ago, on your phone? There used to be a lot of zombie driver game where you used to drive side scrolling and you used to have to upgrade your car and keep going further and further, killing all the zombies and getting to different stages. Well,
I
it's
have.
like it.
What was it called?
I think it was something like Zombie Driver or Zombie Escape or something like that.
It's not a piece of software I have
Me and
become
him,
familiar with.
I'm going back quite a few years. I'm going back probably 15, 20 years, something like that. And I'd forgot all about it. And I was flicking through driving games on the PS Store, and then suddenly this cropped up, and I thought, oh, it reminds me of that game. A couple of quid, I bought it, so I've been playing that. I think I'm only, like, I think I'm level 3. I think out of, I don't know, I reckon there's about 20 levels. I'm not far off a platinum as well, so that'd be good for our platinum push on the Discord. But it's actually really good fun. It's literally that side scrolling. Oh, here we go. Come on then, George. Get it off your
No,
chest.
no, no,
Come on.
don't, no,
Come on.
you can't. I've had a sideways thought.
Oh
It's not okay.
no.
That was meant to be just me minding my own business off camera. It was nothing to do with your performance here at all.
I if the technology ever became available that we could listen to your brain while you were sitting there while someone else is
No, I'll
talking,
be in
it
jail.
yeah, straight away.
Done.
Put them on. Whoop, off.
And I
um,
won't be coming out.
no, definitely not. Um, but yes, it's just that side scroller driving game. You upgrade your car with fuel and weapons and bits and pieces, get further along to get the level done. It's just a mindless little fun game, but it is quite addictive. For a couple of quid, it's pretty good. I reckon I'll probably get 10 hours out of it, so you can't really complain there. So I think it's a good little game. That's called
This is on your Lenovo, is it?
sorry,
This is on your
you don't listen
Legion.
to me, do you?
Sorry, man. I'm
PS
trying to.
Store.
Oh, you found it on there.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
sorry. It's not that I didn't listen to you. Uh, yeah, I didn't listen to you.
Yeah, I think it's some. I think it's Zombie Driver 2 or Zombie Army 2, one of the two. But it's good fun little game for a couple of quid, and that does take me back to their mobile games that I used to play because I used to love that. I didn't play many mobile games, but that was one I did really enjoy. So playing something similar to that again for a couple of quid, I can't complain really. Um, been playing a bit more FIFA. Been getting into it a bit more than I have been on FIFA 26. I've got a little bit of a career going. I do like the youth setup that they do now, where you do the same. You sign you get good coaches, scouts, send them out, find the youths ones you want, train them up to get them better. But on this one, you can then play tournaments with your youth team and try and win tournaments. So I like that side of it. So I tend to play that side more if I can. But yeah, I've just been enjoying getting back into it, and it still interests me with that cloud save. And I keep thinking, do I get the Switch 2 version so I can carry my career on if I'm away or anything else?
Well, why don't you get it on your thing?
On my PC. Yeah, I could do. That's something I hadn't thought of actually. That's a great idea. But I'll probably go with whatever the cheapest version is, and that's probably plays better on the PC, I would imagine. Yeah, it's a good shout that actually. I didn't actually think of that. It's a good call. And finally, I've downloaded a game. I had been looking at this on Switch 2 6 months ago, I think. But it's on the. I didn't realise it's on PlayStation Plus. If you've got that, and that's Coral Island. So I've downloaded that and played about the first hour or so. It's your typical farm and life sim. I've heard good things about it. I thought I'd try it. It's pretty good. It's your standard trope. This is on a tropical island though, so it's quite a nice setting. Um, you take over a farm, you got to clear the farm, you got to grow stuff, blah blah blah, and your challenge is pretty much what they all are nowadays. But it's nice. It's on a tropical island, so I think there is diving and bits and pieces you can do. So you can scour the seabed and get bits and pieces. So that'll be quite interesting. Um, it's quite nice graphics. It's 3D, but more of an it's not isometric, but more of a bit of a top-down angle that you look onto it, which is quite nice.
Can you rotate the camera on the right stick or no?
Uh, God, you got me now. Yes, I think you can. Yeah, you can. Yeah, you can.
Okay, this is
As you,
acceptable.
I think so. Yeah, I'll have to. Don't quote me on that because you've got me thinking. But it's pretty good. It doesn't run amazing. I haven't had any glitches or anything like that. But when you are running, sometimes you sort of notice and you think it's not the smoothest experience when you're running across the area. It almost seems like the backgrounds are juttering along with you. So it's not. Yeah, it could have been smoother, I think. But I thought, well, while it's free, I'll download it and see how it is. No, yeah, I'm quite enjoying it. Like I say, I've only just started growing bits and pieces, so I haven't done too much as yet. I've been sort of discovering the town, and the town's quite nicely laid out. It looks quite
Hold up,
smart.
hold up.
Hold up.
I've heard enough about
Do
this game. You're not wasting time on this, are you?
you mean I'm not wasting time on this?
You're a big Stardew man. It's never
Yep.
going to eclipse that. Bin
No.
it. Bin it. Get it gone. We're not
No.
taking prisoners today. This is episode 316. If I don't like it, I'm stunnering it. Out, done, boom. Couple of tinnies on. You'll be into this. I know because you're a rabid alcoholic. Couple of tinnies all over its carcass. Smash, I'll tear off on a quad. That's how we're doing it today. See? You've got the
Wow.
Bud Light. You're doing
No,
your bit.
just water.
RGBTQ with this Bud Light.
Wow. Um, on that note, that's pretty much what I've been playing and probably won't be playing again.
I'm just
But
repeating things I've seen on TikTok. So I'm not a real person. I just spout sound bites.
you do that all right. What have you been playing, mate?
Is that it? You haven't been playing anything else?
No, 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 that is it this week.
May I proceed with a line of questioning about Coral Life?
Ireland, and I think you might have said enough about Coral
No,
Island.
I don't think I have.
Oh dear. Yeah.
You're on the dash,
Sit back,
scrolling
relax,
through,
get yourself a cup of tea.
sat there thinking, oh,
Oh,
what's my next gaming experience going to be? Zombie Drive, £2. Yeah, stick a flyer on that. Boom, download. A little bit more. Coral Life. What were you thinking?
Ireland.
What were you thinking? Oh, that looks good.
Um, no, I was just looking up farming sims. Really, I was
Hmm.
tempted with a one of the Harvest Moons I wanted to try. Winds of Anfos, I think it was.
Let's cut through the chaff.
And I
To
found that.
me, the Stardew, which I accept.
Hmm.
There's Harvest Moon, which I accept.
Hmm.
On the fringes, we've got Cattle Country, games like
Story
Coral
seasons.
Island, things like that, kind of bubbling under.
Hmm.
What is the third weapon in this thing? If you don't do Stardew and you don't do um, the name now eludes me. Don't know what's happened to me. Um, Harvest
Harvest
Moon.
Moon.
What's the other one?
Story of seasons. Um, I don't. What it is I think Stardew is Stardew. It's pixel art. It's that almost. I always wanted them to bring that out on the Super Nintendo cartridge. I think that'd be a brilliant version on a Super Nintendo. I know you wouldn't have it as in depth, but it would look good on there and playing it on a Super Nintendo would be brilliant, like you did Harvest Moon.
Yeah.
Um, but I think it's nice when you see modern iterations. So people do 3D, they do bigger towns, they do better graphics, and sometimes they add bits in. And I think with Coral Island, the diving aspect of it got me a little bit. I thought, oh, that'd be quite good. That's another added to string to your bow. Cattle country added in hunting, so you could, catch animals and butcher animals, bits and pieces, and sell meat and stuff. So I just like it where they do little things a bit different. You are right. Stardew is the number one, and I think
Is it
always will.
though? Is that just in your eyes or is that accepted?
From every one I've played, Stardew is far superior to anything I've ever played. Um,
Mm.
I would say for content and how well made it was, Grand Bazaar was a very good farm and life sim. Very good graphically, played awesome, great take with. And I didn't realise Grand Bazaar was a remake. I forgot all about that. It was a 3DS game, but um, it with that market stall, so you're doing stuff all week. It pushes it away from Stardew a bit because it's got a different theme. It's a different thing you're doing, which I quite like. I think when they're too close to Stardew, you start and do the and Coral Island has got a bit of this. You come up, pull up at a tropical island. They take you to your farm, and then straight away they say, "Oh, this is the carpenters. They can fix it." And you just think, "Hang on, let's just rinse repeat it."
Hmm.
But it's just with us that bit different. Do I think anyone will beat Stardew? I don't know. I know Captain is on about Star Sand Island. He's put a lot of hours into that. That's supposed to be a massive 3D one that is coming to Switch, PS5, bits and pieces. It's on PC at the moment. The only problem I've had with that, when I did go to buy that, that had been taken down off the store, and there was a lot of controversy around it that it was claimed to have been an indie game, but then that wasn't indie. It was owned by a big Chinese company. I don't know. There was all. If anyone knows any more about that, it's now come back onto Steam again. So I'm not quite sure what was going on there with with Star Sand Island, but that looks very good. That I always think that is probably be up your street, George, because you can build whatever house you want. You can model it how you want. You can. There's so many options. You can own cars and bikes and everything. It's a big game.
Well,
Um,
we'll mm, we'll circle
oh
back to that.
yeah,
I
but
don't think I've got space in my rotation for that.
no, that it would be a time killer, I think. So, but yeah, I'll see with Coral Island. You're right to what you say. I'm a bit. I reckon I'll get 5 6 hours in and go. Oh no, I'm not doing all this again.
Yeah, and then you go do another 400 hours on your Stardew Valley save. This is what I'm nervous of. This is how addicts behave.
Well, speaking of Stardew Valley,
Oh.
Fat Zangief's into it now. Um, so
Oh,
he reached out to Mrs. RGT the
he
other
reached
night.
round.
Oh dear, it's going to be one of them shows, isn't it? Reached out to
Out
Mrs. RGT.
of.
Oh my God, Mrs. RGT, and she was giving him a bit of advice, bless her heart, on starting the game and bits and pieces to do. So on Stardew. So yeah. Anyway, what have you been playing, George?
Oh, not much. Bit of this, bit of that. Um,
Coral Island?
yeah, I found this game on PlayStation Store. It's on the PS Plus if anyone's interested. It's called Coral Island. It's quite a unique take. I would say probably the best take you've ever seen on the
Mm,
Stardew.
mm.
No, I've not been playing that. Tell you what I've been playing though.
What's that?
Grab a Switch 2 down. I
Oh,
was having a little tinker winker on there. I think that's what people do.
you'll have to wipe
Don't.
the screen afterwards.
Yeah, I was having a tinky winky on there. And anyway, stumbled across my summer drive. Thought, oh, this can't be that game, can it? Nah. Oh, it is. And I found a deal. You
I
probably ought to
saw
check
that.
it out. Where it's £2, $2, and if you clicked on
Mm.
it, my summer drive was like 7.99 if you bought it out the bundle, and it also had something else. I thought, oh, I'll get this.
I did, before you go any further, I saw this on the PS Store and I thought, oh, this looks about my street. I'll have a bit of this. I watched a trailer of it and thought, hmm, that looks early PS3. I'm not sure about that. I'm backing away from that one. It looks as though it's made in an engine from a long time ago. Is that true or oh dear.
Luckily, viewer, it was only £2.
Oh yeah.
I
Did you watch the trailer first? I'm taking it you didn't.
well, I kind of thought, well, this will be all right. Um,
Hmm.
on the 316 film, you get what feels vibe. You get what feels like a Zamboni, and if anyone knows what that is, that's the thing you drive around and clean the ice skating rinks with.
Hmm.
Um, you get one of these straight out the gates, which you can tear round on. You get 6 grand. You pick a body shell. You've got so many weeks to do it. So far, I went to the garage, tried to spend my money, couldn't really work out a checkout, spent too much, took things out the basket, didn't really let them go home, don't know what was going on. Thought, okay, I'll sack that off. I was needing more money. Drove around aimlessly this dead ass town in this dead ass vehicle, just looking for anything or anyone. Noticed a star on the map, thought, oh, look at that. Kept driving and driving, took me out the village, took me on the motorway. Thought, bloody hell, why am I working all week to get a to get a summer drive when I've got my Zamboni? I'm literally on the motorway at this point.
In a Zamboni.
Yeah. Well, it's like an electric milk float, but it to me in my head it's a Zamboni because there were 316. Through this tunnel, pop out the other side, still on a motorway, down a hill, round the corner, off an intersection, down into this little town, pull up, get out. What's going on? Oh, I need some help. What's wrong? My fuses are blown. Walk round to the fuse box, can't interact with it in any way. Think, well, I need to get some fuses. Absolutely ransack this woman's house. And if they were there, dear viewer, listener, I apologise. Because I give up. I got back in my Zamboni and thought, well, there must be, maybe a shop. So I drove around a bit more, didn't find any. So far, my summer drive has been a summer drive, but not in the vehicle that you see in the trailer, but an electric sort of milk float, really. Um, Interesting game. Maybe one day when I'm trapped in a
Mm.
hotel room and nothing better to do, I'll think, oh, I've got that My Summer Drive game. I'll check it out. Likelihood, Zero. £2, never getting it back. Um,
Yeah, it's like one of them games that you get a lot of these on Steam that are made in that generic first-person engine, aren't they? And that's that almost PS3-esque sort of looking environments or
I'm willing
engine
to
they use. And
accept it if there was something there. I think there is something there. It's just at the moment beyond my reach. I tell you what else I've been playing.
hmm
While I had the Switch 2 in my hand, um, just set it down, playing a little bit of farming sim. Got all that tickety boo. A little bit of update the fields, all that sort of stuff. I'm accruing money because I just want to buy everything basically on the Switch version of Farming Simulator and then do what the hell I like. Um, I've also been back into F1 Manager on there. I
oh, you did
know
say the other week you were
I've
playing that.
fallen back into all my old traits. This is the old version, the Switch 1 version that we've got running on the Switch 2. Looks all right, as I said before. Having some success. I'm doing my usual thing of burning all my money, blowing it on upgrades, getting quite high up mid-season, then probably going to get absolutely chased out of the park by the end of the season. But at the minute, we're having fun. The board are happy, the bank aren't happy, but you can't keep everyone happy all
Mm.
of the time. So in the last couple of races, we've been able to get from sort of seventh on the grid, running under on fuel, so 2 laps under on fuel, which is a bit racy, but I'm going for it, getting up into the mix for the podium. But as the race begins to bed in a bit more and the strategies come into play, we start to tear off and we normally find our natural finishing position of like, I don't know, fifth or sixth, seventh, somewhere within there to 10th. So yeah, we're doing all right. We're doing all right. We're doing all right. So I'm still
Mm.
quite enjoying that. Um, Also still guiltily playing a little bit of game dev story as and when I can. It's just pointless clicky nonsense, but is that what it's called? Game dev story? I can't remember now. The one by
I think
Soft
so.
anyway.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
think so.
go
Is that the
check it
one?
out.
Was that originally like a mobile port and then brought it over to
It
Switch?
still
I
is.
think.
Uh,
Uh,
and what else have I been playing? Oh, I said to you that I would go check out The Witcher 3. My cloud save had already moved past that point, so I'm kind of trapped in that area where I'm fighting that witch woman in a dungeon. I find
oh
it particularly
yeah.
difficult. It looks very similar, but I'm desperate to get out the dungeon to give you the full report about how it looks in this new area. So excited to do that. I've got some news coming up in the what you hoping to play section. I'm trying to think there's another thing I was playing. If it comes to me, I'll interrupt you mid-flow, no doubt, to just diarrhea, verbally diarrhea it everywhere, and then we'll reassess it and we'll move on at that point. Probably treat it for what it is in that moment.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, I did. Sorry, I forgot. There was one other thing I was playing.
Oh,
Yeah, our
are we
friends
to
went out.
treat this like diarrhea?
Can do. No. We were babysitting our friend's young son, young Thomas. So he come around. So what do you want to play? He wanted to play Mario Kart Switch 2. So I was like, yep, because he likes playing the Switch 2 because he hasn't got one. He's got a Switch, not a Switch 2. So I said, yep, I'll do some races with you. He done some single races first because I was actually editing flashback at the time, and then I'd done some racing with him. And we just played all night. That was brilliant. I forgot how good that game was. I hadn't really gone back to it since the first few weeks of the Switch 2 launch, but we had some fun. I forgot how good that game looks as well. It does look stunning. Plays so well. That was brilliant. We had great time getting the cups done, and I will admit he was far better playing than me as well. But yeah, great fun. So Super Mario World. So yeah, I did play that and had fun.
Mario Kart. Okay,
So yes, Super Mario Kart World. Is it Super Mario Kart World? I think it is.
I believe it is. Well, it's time for the news. Scour the very darkest regions of the internet, or at least the Holy Trinity, to bring you the latest news. First up, RGT and a hot story over on Push Square. The mighty Sammy Barker, the chief Ayatollah of rock and roller over at the blue-topped site for PlayStation news. I'll tell you what Sammy's been doing this week. He's invented a penknife.
Invented a penknife.
Yeah, yeah. It's got a myriad of different fold-out options. It's got like a screwdriver, Phillips, and a flathead. He's got scissors. He's got a little file. He's got a wood saw. He's got a sharp blade. He's got a bottle opener. and he's got a progula for getting things out of horses' hooves. So, yeah, I think he's set.
And they already done that? Isn't that called a Swiss Army knife?
It's called the Sammy Barker knife now, mate. Anyway,
Oh,
even refurbished PS5 consoles cost a fortune, says Sammy. Prices increased by $100. Hold up, Sammy. Um, Sony's increased the price of refurbished PS5 consoles on PS Direct, meaning the options for obtaining an affordable console are really running thin. Earlier this month, the company increased the price of disc-based PS5 consoles from $549.99 to $649.99. Meanwhile, the PS5 Digital Edition jumped from $499.99 to $599.99. But up until today, you could still get a refurbished unit for significantly less money. These systems come with 12 months warranty and are certified by Sony, but may exhibit some cosmetic defects due to their nature. Wow. Despite all this, as spotted on Reset Era, prices have jumped by $100 today. Here's how much it's going to cost you to get a refurbished console now. PS5, it was $449.99, 450 bucks pretty much. It's now 550 bucks. If you want the one without the disc drive, that was 399, so 400 bucks. It's now 500 bucks. In the UK, a refurbished disc console will cost you 479, basically 480, but digital editions are not available. You can still get refurbished launch model for $399, which is the cheapest option you're likely to find outside of the second-hand market or individual retailer promotions. The reality, however, is that the PS5 is extremely expensive now. Sony's obviously blaming global economic realities like tariffs, inflation, but the bottom line is this. At the time when folk are struggling with the rising price of gas and groceries, I thought Sammy was British, but he's calling it gas. He's one of the boys. He's 316. The PS5 costs more than it ever has. Let's hope the manufacturer is still planning some kind of days of play promotion for this summer because PS5 hardware really needs it. RGT, you are the resident rabid blue head fan. What do you make of all this? Is it treachery or is it protection of profits or is it something else completely?
well, all the companies have been putting their prices up, haven't they? I mean, Xbox have, Nintendo have with the Switch 2. I think they're planning for the upcoming future of gaming. I think they know something's on the horizon. Let's get some bucks in now, because a jump of $100, it's not a small increase, is it?
Well, it's quite a large increase on a used console.
Yeah. I
Why would
just
they need to charge more for that?
exactly because the chips that are in that didn't cost the current market price today. So I don't
They've
understand
already
the
repaired that piece of garbage once, and now they're trying to flog it off a second time.
yeah.
So they're hawking on a 12-month warranty and hope that it doesn't scramble itself in that time. And you've paid what, 500 bucks for the privilege? I don't
Mm,
think so.
I think with the price of gaming now, the price of consoles now, unfortunately, I think they are pushing a lot of people over to the Steam model. I think if the Steam machine comes out at a decent price and it is under what a PlayStation 5 is, which is probably a good chance it will be now, um, I think people will just prefer that model now. I think people are more and more gamers are used to the digital format. I think your best digital format is Steam. Um,
Well,
I
last game
think,
I bought was digital. Next
yeah.
game I buy will probably be digital.
hmm
I don't know what's
Uh,
happened to me.
I think the problem is you've got it on tap, and for instance,
You've got it on tap, you greedy little pig.
well, for instance, on my day off, I was looking for like I say, a farming sim to play, and I was looking through, and I thought, oh well, I could
Let's go
order.
back to that. You didn't
Hang
think
on,
to look at
hang
Farming
on.
Simulator.
No, no, not that sort of farming sim. I don't want something as hardcore as that. I like the life sim as well. I like the RPG version of it, not just going up and down a field in a bloody tractor. Um,
Farming!
yeah, I'm not in a tractor on this. It's bit farming is a bit loose term for what I play, but
Gardening.
I was looking for something to play. Well, I could have pre-ordered or I could have bought Harvest Moon, Winds of Anfos, whatever it was, get it delivered the next day. But what to play something on the day? So Coral Island was there, download. 10 minutes later you can play it. You know, so you that digital side you get sort of pushed into. I've got the PC now. You know, you aren't putting no discs in that, and it's if you want to play a game, you play it there and then. You know, but I do like my physical, so I try and buy physical where I can and pre-order where I can, but that is getting less. I've got half the games on my PS5 as what I had on my PS4 at the same lifespan, and that tells you why. I
I
know
think maybe I might have the same, but they're not physical.
I've got about half, maybe under half physical than what I've got a PS4.
They've made owning physical awkward. You
It's
can't swap the disc out when you want if you're remote playing, which was a big bugbear for me, which
yeah,
forced
yeah,
me a bit further down the
yeah.
digital road. Yeah, they knew what they were
Yeah.
doing.
Like with a portal, it does give you something to think about, doesn't it? It gives you really does give you something to think about because if, for instance, for you, you travel a lot, so you're going to be thinking, oh, well, I'll buy this on Amazon, and oh, hold on, there's 2 or 3 games I've got now I might want to play. So
Boom.
uh,
And you walk straight into the trap. So you have to
yeah,
load one into the console that you have to commit to, the other two
yeah,
you have to leave to the side. And then, thing is, you can play your full digital library, don't get me wrong.
yeah, yeah, yeah,
But the
yeah.
cool thing about if you buy a game on PlayStation 5 now, digital, even if you're not connected to your console, you just connect to PlayStation and stream it. And with the cloud save, you just carry on from that. So you just run it off
Mm,
PlayStation servers. So you negate the whole remote play garbage.
yeah, it's really given an added benefit to digital now, isn't it?
Mm.
And yeah, so there's that. It is on tap when you want it. Like with my handheld PC, I can look through Steam and play. So I think people are being pushed to that more now. I think the price of consoles at the moment, to be fair, you think of the price of a Series X, you look at the price of a PS5, not even a Pro, standard PS5, and what we've actually had this gen, it's way more than what a PS4 was at this era. And yet the PS4 had a way better library, and you just think, I don't know. They know something's up. Is it really a chip shortage? Do we think it's to do with it? Maybe it's to do with it at some point, but I don't know. I think they know something's happening. There's going to be a big fall off. I think there's going to be a big fall off at some point. You're getting new consoles delayed. We're now getting these price increases, and like you say, even on refurbed, what's that all about? I don't get it. I can't see
There's either
this
two
is.
lines of inquiry. It's either they've had loads of people coming to buy it, so they see an opportunity to spike the price, or they're trying to discourage people from going down this route and want to encourage them to go down new because they're either running out of stock or don't have anything really available, so need to make it a premium to slow down the onslaught of the consoles that they've got.
Mm, maybe.
So there's your two choices. I don't know which one it is. I fear it's probably the felt people coming this route and thought, we're losing money here. Let's bump up the price. And they're probably looking to mirror the margin they're making on a new console. So then they're not losing. It's dirty. Um, it makes you wonder why they don't just pull the refurbished scheme in general. But
Maybe, like you say, is it because there's so many PS5s been sold, there's so many more second-hand market, and they just want to try and grab a bit of that, the refurb. I I don't know. I don't know. It's a strange one, and I think them prices, I think, are they were expensive before consoles. We all know that. That we're lucky to have the consoles we do. And but when you now sit down, they've gone up another 100. That's when you sit. If you've got a family and you've got 2 kids that want one each, you have to sit down now and think, I'm not sure we can do this. No, you know, it might have to be
what,
one
get
to
rid of one
share
of the
or
kids?
yeah, exactly.
Which
Um,
one would you get rid of? The youngest or the eldest? What would be your option if people are listening at home and they're like, oh, crikey, when this crisis with a family, both kids want a console. It's going to be this weekend, actually. It's X, Y, and Z's birthday. Um,
hmm, yeah, it's a tough one, that, isn't it?
yeah, but just to help the parents out, bit of gamer advice, what would you say?
Depends if you like Fortnite or not. So,
The kids, they don't like Fortnite. Neither of them do.
right, okay. Um, you'd have to do some overtime and buy them both a PS5. I couldn't get rid of a kid.
Right. Okay, you've changed.
I have changed. Yeah, I thought I'm going to take the moral high ground here. I'm not getting rid of one of my kids, not on my watch.
Not for a console anyway.
No.
Fine. Okay. I tell you what, move it on a little bit. Bring in this bit of news that you found. Where did you find it anyway? Because I saw you rooting around in the bin.
This is over at Nintendo Life with Ollie
Oh, it's the
Reynolds.
internet.
Mm, yeah, yeah.
Who's been writing this?
Ollie Reynolds, yeah, again this week. So,
Oh,
yeah.
what's he? Has he been in contact this week or no?
He has, yeah. You won't believe it. He's bought himself a pottery wheel. He started doing a bit of pottery.
A pottery wheel.
Yeah, yeah. He's
Has he
really,
really?
really into it. Yeah, yeah. I mean, he has been grinding away on that all week. And
Oh,
yeah, he makes his favourite video game characters on it. Mm. He made me a Mega Man X vase. So very good. Very good. Yeah.
I was wondering how he might do this because I can see a lot of Pac-Mans coming out of this.
Now what he does, he does each um leg at a time. He spins the leg as it goes round. He forms the foot, and then he puts it all together before he puts it in the kiln. So
Oh, right.
yeah, it's Devil May
Glazed
Cry.
or no glaze?
Depends how you want them. You can pre-order. But yes, he does do some lovely glaze work. But he's a mean
What's
man
Ollie's
on it.
business called? Because I think we should shout this out because I think it's like it's cross-pollination, isn't it?
Yeah, I suppose it is. Yeah, yeah. It's Pottery Designs. That's cool.
Pottery Designs.
Pot-
www.potterydesigns.co.uk or is it .com?
If there is a company out there called this, and you get inundated with Devil May Cry figure orders, I do apologise.
I don't. So potterydesigns.co.uk, that's where Ollie Reynolds is plying his pottery
if
trade.
he
Are they
if
any
he
good?
if he gets a message about this, imagine if what the hell?
They don't
Some-
listen.
Someone's messaged me on Instagram and asked could I have a pre-order of Pac-Man.
Yeah, well, no, I don't want a
Pac-Man
Pac-Man. I
mug.
want to push him. I want Ryozuki.
Yeah, he'd probably do it. No problem at all.
All right, get it sorted.
Mm. He's good at painting, you see, from all his Warhammer figures. So got experience. Anyway,
I thought he had a canal boat.
he does. Yeah, he's got the pottery wheel in the old toilet. Mm.
Hmm.
Yeah,
I suppose that's so. Where does he go number two to now?
just over the side.
Wow. You see, you were concerned about his website getting inundated and him not being able to deal with the volume of people wanting to order from him. But you've now just got him arrested by the Environment Agency.
Well, if you got to go, you got to go, haven't you?
Oh, am I reading this news or because I'm a bit
Yes,
confused?
I better crack on here before I get sued. Um, yeah, over on Nintendo Live, Ollie Reynolds. I do
Over on
apologise.
Tinder.
Yeah, sorry, Ollie. A Final Fantasy VII director has already completed over 40 full playthroughs of the third game. Completed it, mate, he says. Final Fantasy VII fans are eagerly awaiting news on the upcoming final installment in the remake trilogy. But if you're worried or anxious about the status of its development, then a recent comment from director Naokio Hamaguchi, not bad, might bring
What was
you
that
peace.
last bit again?
Hamaguchi? Hamaguchi?
I think. Hmm.
What, you don't like the Gucci bit?
I I love a bit of Gucci. I'm just saying that I don't know if you'd want a hammer down there. Not even,
Mm,
not unless
right.
you're going full clavicle.
We've recently interviewed Amaguchi-san and asked how the third game is progressing. And to our surprise, he confirmed that he's already completed over 40 full playthroughs. That's quite an accomplishment, but we imagine it's probably necessary to ensure the experience works as intended and doesn't contain any nasty surprises. Here's what he had to say. We're very excited about how the game is currently progressing. I've already completed over 40 full playthroughs. I can't wait for as many people as possible to experience the game for themselves. And myself and the team are working hard to ensure we can create an unforgettable gameplay experience. There's no release date for the third entry yet, and we still don't even know its full title, but we're confident an announcement can't be too far off at this point. In fact, when questioned about the short gap between a release of Remake and Rebirth on Switch 2, Hamaguchi-san may have hinted at the idea of closing the trilogy fairly soon after maintaining a steady cadence of launches to tell the overarching story. With large scale titles like this one, it is common for a long gap to exist between the first and second installments. However, because there were ports, we decided we could deliver them without leaving much of a gap. We wanted to capitalize on this cadence and moment to tie the experiences together without any gaps. From remake to rebirth to finally the third installment that lies beyond them. Their full interview with Hamaguchi-san will be available very soon. Sure to check out for more interesting tidbits. And from the remakes trilogies director, pop over to Nintendo Life and Ollie Reynolds' article. Interesting, interesting. I fell off Rebirth, which was a shame.
No, you walk through town dressed as I don't even know what at the minute, mate, to be fair. And trumpeted its greatness, the open world, better than Horizon, all this to do, couldn't get enough of it, waking
Don't know,
up in the night, fantasizing about the
not
game, walking around in the day, or when can I get back on it? You know, I'm really happy with it. It's pulled me in, it's moved me on. I fall off games all the time these days. But what about this after such a great experience bumped you off it? Was it the lack of palate cleanser or is there
no,
something
not
else
at
going
all.
on?
It was quite a busy period of time for me to play, and these are big games. You need time to play them, and I was jumping in doing sort of an hour here, and that just weren't working. So I thought I'll have a break, play at weekend, so I can do 4 or 5 hours at a time, and I didn't do that, and I fell off it a bit. I need to get back on it because it was such. I was having so much fun with it. It's a great game. Remake was superb. It has got me wanting to play more. Actually, reading this article, but by the sounds of it, I don't think the third installment will be far along. I don't think it'll be far at all, to be honest. I hope they can continue it and keep that, because the original PS1 game is beloved by many. So you have to be when you're modernising a game, you have to be quite you have to be careful about the original material and keep that in there. Which, although I didn't play the first one, I know a lot of people that did and have played this and said yes, there is different parts to it, but your your main bits are in there. And it's a scene setting game. I love it at the start when they've done that similar thing they done on the original PlayStation, and you fly into the the planet and the city, and you see all the life going on and what it's all about. And it's a very very good game. Draws you in, and be interesting with this as well. I mean, good place to play as well. Switch 2. If you get all three of them, do you reckon they'll do a treble pack, George? Bit like they done Resident
Look,
Evil.
let's face it, it's inevitable. It's what was always going to happen. I think that waiting for the treble pack probably a little foolish. Probably waiting for all the DLC to come out and get the Game of the Year edition triple pack. Probably worth it. Is it going to be an astronomical price? I think they're probably going to try. There's certainly going to be a lot
Mm.
of content in there. Um, Not forgetting that you could probably by that point in time go pick up, and this will be the funny thing across disparate systems. PS4, get the free upgrade, boom, get another copy used of Integrate, bam, you're halfway there. Copy,
Mm.
you could piecemeal the trilogy together quite cheap, I'm sure, by the time it comes round. But they'll have you out on a trilogy pack, I'm sure. Think of all the artwork, the box set.
Yeah.
Mm.
Mm.
Cardboard. Postcard.
Mm.
Sealed in box for the next 30 years.
Mm.
Looks good on shelf.
Mm. Yeah.
So there's the danger of collecting and Final Fantasy VII Remake all wrapped up in one. One thing I would say, and this is me just tongue firmly in cheek, we might have played it if you hadn't played it 40 times.
Yeah. 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 Well,
But
if it
nice to
come
know he's playing it through from a directorial point of view, one would imagine, to make sure all the beats hit. It's interesting that 40 playthroughs, I wonder how many of those playthroughs have resulted in changes, gameplay,
rewrite sections and
rewrite sections, change mechanics. It's good to know.
if this comes out buggy, you're going to be like, "What the hell are you playing on?"
Oh, Hamaguchi's been too busy hammering Gucci's to finally actually finish his game. Mate, RGT's disgraced by me, but he says worse. Um, I think we're going to park that there, especially now.
Yeah.
Right, guess what?
What?
It's 274 days since the last industrial accident at Xbox. Fraser Gilbert, though,
You need a whiteboard behind you that keep crossing out and putting a new a new die on. Yeah.
someone make me one, send it. Someone will work out how. Um, and I will put it up. This will come down. I don't know. Can you see here?
That'll be brilliant.
Put it
You
there.
need, yeah.
What's Fraser Gilbert been doing? Because I heard he's been caught shoplifting at Go Outdoors.
Not again.
The only reason why is he left without a coat, left without his wallet, got halfway to Pure Xbox Towers, started to mizzle. He panicked. You know what he's like when he gets damp in his bones. His mother's voice echoes round in his head. Don't get a chill in your bones, Fraser. Don't let that chill get in your bones, Fraser. And he's like a thing possessed. And he just bolted and ran. First place he saw he could get a decent waterproof cagoule, Go Outdoors. He went in there blinded by what I can only say is choice paralysis. He didn't know whether he wanted this, that, North Face, regatta. He didn't know where to be. He panicked. He went into what we call the chicken brain. That's fight or flight. He, Fraser, he's an advanced gentleman, so chose a combination of both. Fighting away was him grabbing the jacket. Flighting away was him running. I would say fright was him setting off the tag. Flight was him leaving it after being tackled by the security guard. I think the surprise and relief of the fact that the missile had just passed over sort of just brought him out of his kind of don't let the chill get in your bones with Fraser. Just passed him by, and he went and wrote this. Microsoft CEO says Xbox is recommitting to core fans as revenue falls in FY26 Q3, quarter three. Embarking on a new era, says old way Fraser. Oh, the Gilberts they've got very porous skin. Lets the chill right through to your bones. You know our Uncle Gregor fell. Yes, mother, I do. Anyway, Microsoft has shared its earnings results today for the period between January 1st and March 31st of 2026, referred to as FY26. And compared to the same in 2025, Xbox revenue is down in both content and services and hardware. All the ands, Fraser. Well done. Content and services revenue drop isn't significant. It's just 5%. And Microsoft says it's a result of a prior year comparable that benefited from strong first-party performance. Avowed was a major release back in early 2025 for Xbox, while the brand was also building towards the launches of South of Midnight and Doom the Dark Ages, and had it just released some major titles at the end of 2024, including Indiana Jones and The Great Circle. The drop in hardware revenue is significant, coming in at 33%. We're not exactly surprised, though, as both the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S haven't been seriously marketed for what feels like years now. It's only since Asher Sharp. Hold up. I love Asher Sharma, but I do find my newly installed porcelain ceramics from Turkestan, Turkey, as it's now known, do cause me to trip up when I've got a little bit of a dry mouth going on. So, And these are second hand as well, because I couldn't afford a new set. So I got these off Ridian or whatever his name is. Raiden. No, Raiden. Yeah. Can't see him shooting electric eyes fingers, if I'm honest with you. Anyway, Asher Sharma has become Xbox boss. And we've seen a rise in console features being rolled out for the two systems. Let's not forget, Xbox increased the price of Series X and S multiple times in mid-late 2025. Oh, we're not getting enough money. We're not selling enough. What we're going to do? Put the price up. We're selling less. We're getting even less money. Put the price up. We're selling even less.
Yeah, I was thinking about that with the PlayStation news. I was just thinking, you'll sell more if you actually just drop it like 20 quid. But
No point. Anyway, Fraser continues. In a follow-up of these results, Microsoft CEO Satya Nadella insisted that Xbox is recommitting to our core fans and shaping the future of play. With its new leadership, which includes being responsive to customer feedback, is a bit of what we had to say. Thanks to old Tom Warren of The Verge. What's old Tom Warren at The Verge been up to this week, RG?
I'm not going there.
I'm joking.
I'm
It's like
not.
Russian dolls at this point. And you also see this in Xbox, where the team is recommitting to our core fans and players and shaping the future of play. Last week's Game Pass changes are one example of how we're staying responsive to customer feedback. Yes, yes, I saw a price drop. In addition, Nadella mentioned how Microsoft set new records for monthly Xbox active users in the quarter, as well as game streaming hours in FY26 Q3, despite the declines in revenue. It's easy to jump to conclusions about all of this, but to be honest, we're not reading much into any of today's results. We also expected these declines. We're more interested to see how Asher Sharma's new strategy fares in the long run rather than the short term. In a year's time, how will these results look? That's the big question. It's the one I pose to you right now, RGT. So sit down and look me square in the eye. A mano, a mano. Yes. Yes, you as well, viewer. Viewer. Listener. If you're listening, just stare at a random stone. I can't work with anything else here. Imagine my face upon it. My little face. Meow, meow.
Wow.
We've got to make compromises for the audio, guys. You want this push to video? I'm not so keen on it, but here we are. Um, I tell you what.
Mm.
No, let's bed this.
Yeah, get this done first. You're off on a tangent here. Your face is on a stone at the minute. um, Getting back to the Xbox news, I think.
When you turned me round and showed me where I'd actually left the conversation with my face actually on a pebble,
Mm,
I realised, yes, you're right. That's not right. That's not okay. So let's rewind. This
hmm
is Xbox recommitting to their core fans.
hmm I think mm, personally here, I don't think you can look at these figures and study them too much because at the end of the day, at the moment, she's not going to be there, suddenly turn it around, no matter mega profits. It's to slow down a decline and to then stop it, to then rebuild. It's
Would
not
you
to.
refer to this financial press release as lipstick on a pig?
Mm, that's a description and a half. I think, yeah, I know what you mean. I'm surprised they released it. They're not normally ones for releasing figures like this where that doesn't make them look too good. But I think at the end of the day, she's done a lot of changes, a lot of good changes. She's, you know, slowly bringing them back onto an even footing again to then
Yep.
maybe go again. I mean, that was right on there. Fraser was saying they haven't advertised a console. I forgot all about it. I haven't seen adverts or anything for the series console. So I would
Feels a
imagine
bit
keep.
satiny in a way, if I'm being honest.
It does. It does feel very, it's the big build up for it, and it just sort of fizzles away and disappears. But I hope not. I hope she'll get another campaign going, maybe get a sales push, start getting some consoles sold, get some more interest in the brand. Well, she has got interest back in the brand. There's no doubt about that. And we'll see. She's made me keep hold of my Series X, so she's doing something right. I mean, because that was as nearly as good as gone. As bags were packed and that was nearly down at the bus station, but nope, that's got a bit of a
Wow.
reprieve at the moment. Yeah, I have Forza Horizon 6 on pre-order. Looking forward to playing that, and yeah, so we'll see. We'll see. But yeah,
Nice.
I
Well,
wouldn't
I've
look.
also injected into Microsoft this week, so we'll get to that in the what you're hoping to play section. So
Oh,
hope you're pumped up because there's a little bit of extra news. So I'm going to wait and save till then because I think that I'll give you my thoughts on that. I think this is almost them sort of sacrificing themselves in front of the fans a little bit as well. You know, we've committed to these losses. We've took that on the chin. This is us taking our kick in for what we deserve. We've now recommitted to our fan base. We're going to build back up from the ground up. I think it probably needed to be done. I
yeah,
think it's part of the narrative of we are feeling we are we will do better. I think it a bit unnecessary to own it as much as they did. They
yeah.
could have just released that and
That's why I found it odd with all the figures. Normally they're quite withheld with their figures, but so to suddenly come out and say all that, you think, oof. But you're right. They've come out and said, look, we're ballsed up here. We've got Asher in now. We're going to turn it round a bit for you. We stopped all this stupid. This is an Xbox thing. We've been doing little tweaks for you. We've been listening to you. Let's get the brand back up and we'll do it together. It's going to be slow,
yeah.
but we'll do it. I think it's what it's about.
And I
I think,
think maybe sharing the financial situation as well. I know this sounds a bit crazy,
yeah,
but to the hardcore fans that they're recommitting to, it's almost a rally cry of like, right, let's go spend some money on Xbox products a bit.
mm,
And I think
mm,
maybe, that's good. And we saw that a little bit with the rallying around the PlayStation 3 as it sort of entered its sort of final phase.
mm,
If they can curry that esprit de corps of fans around it, create a place, a unique spot for them to come hang out and have a discourse about how cool these games are, about how good the console is, how user friendly it is, how amazing a deal Games Pass is, and highlight some of the value there, and then put them out a little bit more as more positive global ambassadors than the ones that we've had. I think they do need a bit of a shake up there. Um, yeah,
get
pure
behind
X,
the brand a bit more.
get behind the brand a bit more. And the brand be something that you can get behind because they've had brand advocates before that have kind of got behind them when it's been a bit paper thin a strategy. I think if they can consolidate this strategy and make it mean something,
Mm.
because they've done lots of things now. They've listened, they've done this, they've done that. How do you weaponize that and move it forward? Weaponize is a strong word, but you get what I mean.
Well, it's two different things. The hardcore fans, you can reassure them and keep them there. The hard bit is bringing people back over to the brand or new people in. That's the big
Yes.
fight. They've done that bit. They're stabilising it now, and Ash
Well,
has
I
done
think they're
brilliant there.
stabilizing
But
it, but they haven't stabilized it by a long chalk.
no, oh no, 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 no. They get there, but there's a lot to do. But I think the hard bit will be getting sales back up, bringing new people in, bringing people to the Xbox
I
brand and
think
the
that
console.
happens. I think that happens when a new console comes out.
Mm, yeah, maybe this whole gen is just stabilising now, and
Yeah, I don't think it wouldn't be the best strategy as far as revenue um, recovery was concerned, but it might be a best for a chance to stab at. As we said before, though, PlayStation 4 bizarrely was the era to win because that's when people suddenly started buying large amounts of digital hard software. If you've
good
been
point.
tucked
Yeah.
in with a publisher or a developer or a console manufacturer for a while, you've trickled in the odd game here and there that's free. And as long as you keep your online subscription up, even if it's not to the online libraries per se, you're going to have built up a raft of games. That likelihood of you playing those probably slim to none. And we're talking people who only single dip. We're not talking double, triple dippers, or as RGT has quadruple dip this gen. Mm.
Mm.
They're in the thing untouched, is there, mate?
Not really. No, no. It's been an expensive gen and a strange one for me to do it in because probably one of the worst gens. So
Yeah, you didn't
let's
grab
just
Game Gear, Game Boy, Mega Drive, and SNES. You went
mm,
all in.
not in the same 6 months. I didn't. But yeah, this time round, I am all in on that, and I am embarrassed to admit, and still sometimes struggle to find games. And my most played console for the last 18 months has been a PS3. So that probably tells you where I am with this gen.
Mm.
um,
I've had similar, as you know, experiences where I've been focusing on PS2, and I've got a real hankering for that now, and I don't know why. It makes no sense to me or anyone
well,
around me. My
no,
loved ones think I'm slightly diseased.
I tell you what it is. I was thinking about this the other day.
The answer. Pray tell,
No,
sit
no,
down.
I tell you what it is, because this gen has been very odd. It's been very strange. We've said this loads of times. I'm not going to go into it. Um, and you sit down on your PS5 and you're looking through the store. You're looking for digital games to buy. You can't find nothing. You've got Netflix syndrome. You can't find nothing. You turn around, look at your shelf. You got everything there you want to play on your PS2, your PS3. You think, do you know what? Don't worry about the digital store. I'm just going to wander over here. I'm not going to buy nothing digitally. I'll go over here. I've been always wanting to play this game. In the PS3, away you go. In the PS2, away you go. And it's pushed me more into them generations now. I always did play my PS2 and PS3, but my PS3 has really come to the highlight this generation because the games are there and I'm not being distracted as much by the latest gen because there's not as much there to entice me. So I've been pulled back into those
Do you
generations and
think the whole industry is in a holding pattern until they see what they need to do next when Rockstar bring out GTA 6?
maybe.
Me and
Um,
OG were having an off-air discussion, and I see a load of people have been downloading the OG episode.
mm,
It's been the
yeah, they have.
most downloaded episode this week, so you've all
Yeah, it
gone a little
has.
bit
Yeah,
crazy for OG. Um, nice. I hope you found something there that rewarded your curiosity.
bring him back. Bring him back.
You want him back?
Yes, get LG
Thing
back in the
is,
loop.
we've talked about his comeback, and I'll be
Can we
straight with
afford it?
you. We can afford it just, but his first episode back, he wants to fake kill you on screen and then rise up through the floor like the Undertaker, and I don't quite know how to do that.
Yeah, I don't know if we've got the film and budget for that.
Yeah, he's offered up cousin Joe. He's got a photography studio in the village. He does weddings,
Hmm.
christenings, that sort of thing. Um, he's a bit rough and ready though. He uses disposable camera, says it's part of the art. I don't know what we'd do if it was a video. I guess he could just press snap loads,
Do
and
it
then we
like,
put them in a flick book.
yeah, it could be like 2 frames per second. Bit like playing F1 Manager on the Switch One.
No, he's quick, mate. You talked about some quick fingers the other week, and I forgot to bring up cousin Joe because he's click zip, click zip, click zip, click zip.
Is he like playing the what is it, track and field?
No, he's like a man who takes us a picture and rolls a film forward dead quick as a professional RGT. What
Like that.
the hell is that?
Pressing and rolling, pressing and rolling. Is that what you do with the camera?
That's how you rupture people.
No, I was taking the picture and rolling the film.
Yeah, just
Is that how you do it?
you just show me that one more time. I just wasn't quite sure what I was looking at.
Slow mo or quick?
Pretty slow now.
Click and roll. Click and roll.
Oh.
Click and roll. Click and roll. Click and roll. Click and roll. There you go.
Oh. I see. Yeah, I mean that's when you show it to me like that. Obviously, when Phil does his business backstage, does the editing, and now I totally get like that,
Mm, mm,
exactly like that.
mm. Well, we can try, but yeah, come on, OG. We want you back. We want you back. Want you back for good.
Wow. Okay. Well, the big red machine's also storming in the wings. He's coming back. Hopefully, next episode, we're going to see the big red machine. We're going to see
Mm,
Bobby turn up to
mm.
unload an absolute ton of New York whoop ass on you.
Wow. On me?
Yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazing.
Then I'm going to stunner all of you and
Yeah.
drive off in a Zamboni.
You and you. Mm, nearly
What are
said
you
that
saying?
wrong. Nearly said that wrong, Noon.
What were you going to say?
I nearly said you and your little bony, but I mean Zamboni.
Have
Yeah.
we done the news?
I think so. Yeah. I think it's probably best we move
Is
on.
it time for housekeeping? Because I've got something I want to bring up, and you let me know when I should bring it up. Bring it
Now.
up immediately.
Yes.
Okay, it's time. Grab a mop and bucket. It's time for some housekeeping. RGT,
Hmm.
you referred yourself to the independent watchdog of the UCP for a crime which I apparently need to. Well, I was totally cool with it, but you decided that I needed to completely humiliate you on air.
I
Uh,
I didn't know about the air bit. I actually told you this off screen. Um, to
oh, I
which you
thought you said we need to bring this up.
no, I said I've got something to bring up with you, but I think you've now decided that this is too
Oh
good an opportunity, so you're going to destroy me on air.
no, I'm not. I totally misread the situation. Well, seeing as we're here, you
Yeah,
forgot to send out t-shirts to listeners.
I did. So Gazcom and
What were
Tingle
you
Tuna.
doing more important than sending them out?
A lot of personal stuff I wouldn't speak about in here. So I've been very busy, and it wasn't till the other day I pulled the trug out of the UCP and opened it up, and there they were. And I am so sorry, guys. I will get them sent.
Oh,
This is
so
out
I see.
Sunday,
You
so
brought
they'll be
me in here under the
sent this week.
pretense of me absolutely hammering you, knowing that I would ask, and you're going to go all that personal stuff, and then I'm going to be like, oh, all right, okay, that's fine, that's
Oh
fine.
no, I would still quite imagine you're still going to slaughter me for it. I
No, I'm
mean,
not now. No,
I've,
step
I've
right back. I don't want a piece of it. I don't want
I've
to be
been
involved.
I've been on the naughty step. I've been told off. I mean,
Listen,
you tore me a new one when we were off air and told me, I'm on a suspended at the moment. So
yeah, you're
yes,
right. Yeah, absolutely. If that's how you want to remember it, you're right. You're suspended till further notice. You
okay,
need to finish this show though,
okay. Sorry, yes, I'll finish this show and then
and be in a good mood.
yeah, I will be. Yeah, I've took it on the chin. I've owned up to the mistake.
Who
Yeah.
do you need to apologise to? Because it's not to me.
No, I have apologised, but I'll say it again. Tingle Tune and Gazcom, I'm very sorry. I will get them sent straight away. And my apologies.
Bow, like the PS3 dudes that to bow.
See, this is a power trip now.
No, it's not. It's a sign of respect. No, you stay bowed.
Sod off.
I'll do it for you. I'll do it for you. So sorry, Tingle Tune. I guess kind of sorry. On behalf of RGT, this is a proper bow. Show deference and respect. It is done.
Okay, thank you. Mm,
Okay.
yeah.
Hand delivered by Wednesday.
See, again, you put me in predicaments, don't you?
Have car will travel. Vam's enter John O'Groats in a day.
Anyway, housekeeping.
Well, this is it.
Yeah. Right, we'll move on to the next bit of housekeeping then.
Right, what's up next? What's up next?
Website, where you go.
Oh, now, if you're on the old Fandangled 486, you go over to your PC, you get on there, and you go onto the web browser, Mumsy, all right? You click on the internet. I don't really know how that works, but you're going to make it work. If you're unsure, ask your young nephew or the pool boy. Put him down, help him use the PC. Yes, click. HTTPS:// www.unofficialcontrollerpodcast.com. Enter on the machine. Bam, website. Probably the greatest website you've ever seen in your life. This is a sort of thing. It's like the Emperor's New Clothes. You could go on there and see nothing, right? That tells me that you're a dum-dum. If you go on there and see a glittering website covered with RGT's hidden gems, dripping in Captain Scarlet's finest hot drizzle, digital drizzle, links to everywhere you want to go to get the show, transcripts of the show. There's bios about all your hosts. Should you be even mildly interested in finding out my inner leg length, it's on there. RGT's also got his vital statistics. I took them secretly while you slept.
That was a big tape measure. Now, yeah. Mm.
Now, you know I'm a
Yeah,
humble chap, so I'm going to say it was a
you,
normal tape measure. It
yeah.
fitted perfectly round your new slender Mungiano body.
No, slender isn't a word I'd use to describe me, but yeah.
It is.
No, not at all. Mm.
I managed to get the tape around 7 foot of hulking love muscle, and it measured practically perfect in every way. And I would say it was 106 hands on the shaft.
Wow.
Oh, moment for me.
Hmm.
So
Wow.
there you go.
Thank you
So
very much.
now you've been restored, your ego's been protected. I've contractually obliged to do that.
Hmm.
We've done the website, we've pumped the hell out of that.
Hmm.
Well, in our own way.
Yep.
What's next on the horizon?
If there's anything you want to speak to us about is in regards to this show, we've got questions at unofficialcontrollerpodcast.com. You can contact us. You can check out our Instagram. You can check out our X, or if you're our age, Twitter. Um,
Oh,
or check out our TikTok. We have regular videos going out on TikTok from the
look,
wonderful
that's
Captain.
that's 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 out there on the edge.
Yeah. So
It's
there's,
lawless. Get onto that.
and it's funny because especially this week and the week before, he clips funny parts of the shows, but he puts them together in one video about 2 minutes long, and it is quite
This
hilarious.
one's going to be about 10 seconds long.
Yeah, and I reckon it'll mostly be you. But
No, there'll be lots of you going,
mm,
anyway.
anyway, Xbox news. Um, yeah, so check out those. If you want links to Discord, our wonderful Discord channel, you can get them on either from links on this show or links on our Instagram or links on my
Don't
Instagram,
mention any
What's Your
more.
Gamer Thomas. Yeah,
Keep it secret. Keep it
so
safe.
yeah, and that'll be it.
Let people discover it stealthily so they come on a journey of discovery. Don't hide.
Anything else?
You did the Discord. We've got an Instagram. Twitter's dead. Instagram's dead. We don't do Facebook because that's where your gran goes. Um, if you want the juicy bits, the Discord, but we don't want to talk about that because we find that if we do a thing about it, you'll go like, "Oh no, no, it must not be cool. Just keep it cool."
Yeah.
Um, Keep it secret, keep it safe. I think you've. I did your requested telling off for the t-shirts, which you then denied when we got on air, which was a nice little switcheroo by you. More manipulation, not only of me but the fan base. Don't think they don't notice. They're not daft.
Oh,
They know
no
what you're doing.
notice. No
They know what you're
notice.
doing.
They've met you. Um,
Met me.
yeah, a lot of them met you in Norwich.
Hopefully, let's face it,
Mm,
disappointed. But
yeah,
they
they were.
said, "Don't miss it. Don't meet your heroes,"
Mm, but they met me, so
and they weren't disappointed.
no, they were terribly.
Why? Because you're only 6'8", love muscle.
Love muscle. Jesus. Should we do the subs list?
Ah, yes. Well, we're here. Now, we've had to keep the whole show pretty straight because RGT can only tolerate so much funny business in one episode. So, to allow us to do the funny business here, we've had to sacrifice the full show to get to this point so we could do funny business in the read through.
Mm,
It's a compromise. A compromise is a situation where neither agrees, but just tend to get along with it to get the job
mm.
moved on. Um, yeah. Is this a compromise too many? Or, are we a serious gaming news show?
I think from the comments from last week, I think they like us to be a bit silly on the comments on the sub list read through.
What
Um,
about like if we're talking about Asher Sharma? Straight.
uh,
I'm like Peter McDonald.
Peter McDonald,
Is he a newsreader? Trevor. Oh,
Trevor,
Trev.
yeah,
Yeah.
Trevor McDonald.
I
When
ain't
you went
seen him
Pete
for a while.
for some reason, and you said Peter McDonald, I was thinking, should I know this person? I have
Yeah, he's
no
got a
idea who that
brother.
is. Oh, okay.
He works on radio. It's probably why you
Ah,
don't probably because
yeah,
I
okay. Well,
don't.
yeah, maybe we
Yeah.
should be a bit more like old Pete.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
So you want to be
So
more like him,
when we're doing news articles, but then I think we can go full silly when we're doing the subs list.
right? Because Peter's not like Trevor in any way.
No, well, I hate to think where this is going, but who's first?
I will lead because it makes only sense and that is feels right to me. Um, I'm going to I'm going to get on board the only .com bubble that matters, the only one that never burst, the only one that you can ever get behind and get a solid return. It's Gaz.com, or we as we know him, Gazcom.
Gascom. Yeah. Bless him. Thank you, Gascom.
The
Next up.
alternative there is that he's a Russian gas company. So I went the
Ooh,
way I went.
yeah, good idea. Um, Next up, we have the wonderful Captain Scarlet. Thank you as always, my man. And yeah, these reels and shorts you're doing are hilarious. So I've had good response to those. Um, Even Harvey Retro messaged me the other day and said, "Has AI just like clip bits together or what? Because this is mental but funny." And I was like, "It is just ridiculous, but it is funny." So yeah, people enjoying your clip. So yeah, thank you, Captain Scarlet, as always.
Up next, King of the Zoids. They team together to fight the hemorrhoids, these dangerous creatures that invade from planet Hammergooch. Tell you what, there's only one person on planet Earth that can beat them, and that's Retroid, aka his alias name. You may know him in his suit and tie as Retro Ed. Thank you, Retro Ed.
Thank you, Retro. Next up, we have the one man George fan club.
Hype Train!
It's Carlos. Thank you as always, Carlos. Absolutely. And I tell you what, I know it's our other show. Probably shouldn't speak about it on here, but Flashback. As soon as Flashback went out the other night, as soon as I released it, within probably the next morning, games we were talking about, there was screenshots in the Flashback section of Discord from Carlos. Absolutely brilliant. I love it and keep them coming. I should mention
Keep
you more on the show, bless you. But yeah, it's brilliant. I love that. Oh, I've got here's a little selection of what was spoken about this week, and his little lineup of games and his imports, and it just gets conversations going and people with memories and stuff. So yeah, brilliant. Thank you, Carlos.
What a legend. I tell you what,
Oh,
I'll
he
never
is.
forget when he pulled that duvet back on that short and he had all those consoles all
And
in there.
tissues everywhere. Yeah,
That's what I'm
he
talking
gets
about.
us more than we get us, I think.
I think you're right. Firm returns now. A man next. Now I know he's like, oh, don't do the ads, but no, we're doing them. So head over to X. If you want to take yourself from spice addict to billionaire in less than 6 hours, you need to follow Firm Returns on X. So the first thing you're going to need to do is get yourself a phone. This is a message for future George, actually. Get yourself a phone. Because this is how you come back like a phoenix from the flames. Firm returns, baby. Get on it. Thank you very much, sir, for your loyal support, your dedication, and your kind words.
Yes.
Um,
Yeah, thank you, mate.
Thank you to all of you.
Then next up, the best place to get chicken wings in the whole of New York. It's Trestles of New York, long
Mm,
time supporters of the show, and thank you as always,
where would we
Trestles.
be without them? Tell
Mm.
you what, coming up next, tell you what.
What?
This is a man who has built a Taj Mahal out of broken Dreamcast cases because he
Oh,
collects for the DC.
oh, he
But to get
does.
the perfect collection, he's been through probably 6 tons of clear and blue plastic. But he
Mm.
decided not to be wasteful. And in a push for environmental sustainability, Roast Space Monk has taken those cases and built a Taj Mahal. But because it's see through, it's a little bit like Crystal Palace. It's a wondrous experience, and he's hosting a gaming exhibition in there on May the 15th.
Wow.
Thank
Oh,
you, Roast Space Monk.
yeah, looking forward to seeing you there.
Mm.
Um, Next up, we have the awesome Badder Binkster. Now, how do I say it?
Stammy.
Stammy
Benne.
Benne. Stammy Benne.
Take care, mate.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you as always.
Stammy bene, bada binks, the stammy bene. Up next, a man who really needs no introduction, but he's getting one anyway because he supports us and therefore contractually we're obliged to give him one. Let's trumpet him now like a freshly anointed emperor in circa 20 BC on the footsteps of the Roman Forum. Here he is in his brightly coloured toga, purple, because he is royalty. He sits before us now, RGT, in his white toga because he is nothing but a pleb, maybe a courtier at best. Here is me, dressed also in my white robe, because I am also plebeian, to Tingle Tuna, our emperor, the finest, most beautiful man that we have ever seen. No wonder we crown him, doff him there with the laurel leaf, golden laurel leaf, upon his brow as we look at him. Tingle tuna, thank you. I think you should have that as his ringtone.
I think so, yeah. Or no, even better when he gets a message that just he has to wait till that says that whole speech before he can answer.
Yes. Also, um, I am loving the jazz in flashback and think we should have 3DO news and jazz. Every time we do 3DO news, you need, I hope you save that jazz.
I have, yes, I have saved that.
We will use
I
that
spent a
jazz.
long time looking for license-free music, and then this one I just found I clicked on, and as soon as the first 2 seconds played, I went, "That's the one. We're on there. This is the one." And I thought, I'm not going to say nothing to George. I'm just going to edit the show, put it in, lower the volume in the background, just fade it out when he finishes to see what he says. So I got a message. I love that jazz, by the way. I
I
knew you'd
love
love it.
that jazz.
If you
Enjoy,
want to know what we're talking about, go and download Flashback.
yeah,
Oh,
enjoying
just
flashback. Great show. Nice bit of fun as well. It's a straighter show, some would
mm,
say. Although, you've changed the production levels here. We're professionals now.
mm, I pretend to be. Um,
Would it help if I got some glasses?
oh, it would, yeah.
Would that elevate us a little bit? Would it make
Yeah,
me look a little bit more highbrow?
well, I think we'd be a bit more like the gaming proclaimers.
I know. I see it now. The two Ronnies.
If that was my nickname when I was a little boy because I did look like Ronnie Corbett.
Perfect. You can
Mm,
be him, even though you're taller than me. I'll be
mm,
the other one, fat
Barker.
one. Yeah. Arguably the funnier one of the two. Um,
That actually matches quite well then. Um,
I'm not funnier. You're actually, if they actually studied you for any moment in time, they'd realize that you were a hidden comic genius, and
I don't think they'd
your
find that out.
your subtle straight man deadpan turns are some of the best in the business.
I don't know about that.
As we
Um,
said before, sooner or later they're going to stumble upon the ruse that we actually don't know anything about video games and just did this as a
shh.
fourth wall.
Don't,
I don't know how
yeah,
many times
don't.
we could tell them then. Fourth wall breaking comedy show dressed as a podcast about a video game.
Yes.
Hence why I'm a 47-year-old man with a hat on backwards.
Mm,
And RGT has surrounded himself with gaming tat.
mm, that I know nothing about.
Good day at the car boot though, wasn't
Yeah, it was, yeah. I'm probably the only person to spend £50 on actual golf, but there we go.
it?
I thought it was cool. I thought that's what all the cool kids like. Um,
Well, you got it as a bundle.
yeah.
Okay. Well, I
Next
want this
up.
next one
Oh,
because
okay.
I want to use the medium of YouTube to say, I see you now. I see you grow. I see you taking steps, and I'm impressed. Just keep doing what you're doing and being you. Thank you, Digital Monkery. You are my kind of hero.
Hmm, definitely mine.
You have a variety of heroes, though.
Hmm.
Who do you think your most obscure hero is?
Fraser Gilbert.
I don't think you could just say it like that anymore.
I cannot do an accent.
I we Fraser Gilbert, he's lost up on the Highlands again. Oh, no.
I see why gaming journalists hate us now. Um,
This is why we aren't respected by the mainstream media. But to be fair, I we're spreading there.
we're spreading a lot, and none of it is truthful.
Well, they should ban us from their website. I mean, it's
Yeah,
that simple.
yeah.
Uh,
Next up,
go for it.
we have the Floss 360 man himself. We have
Oh,
seen photographic evidence, and
100%.
we're not being silly and making this up. He pulled off a Floss 360.
I've got the picture on my phone. I'm
It's
tempted to show it.
it is a remarkable trip. He was indoors as well, but I'll tell you
I
what.
still can't get over the fact you've made him lie and made him say that he's comfortable with it because I'll be honest with you, in the picture, he was performing the Floss 360, no question. But in his eye, I saw
It was a ruined man.
No, I
It
saw
was,
the shadow of a man and someone who looked terrified. The last time I saw anyone look like that, it was a picture of Terry Waite.
yeah, it had been a long day. And to be fair, I did hold him against his will. But I said, you need to do one for the team. You need to take one for the team. So every time he fell off, get that towel, go again, 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 again. And eventually he got it. He was a bit drained and a bit chafed, but he done it. And we got
That
the
this vision of him getting up, slamming the towel back round,
yeah,
hoiking it right back up in his
dry,
crotch. Like, right.
dry. Yeah, it's like sandpaper.
Okay. Up next, the man who is more than likely going to be found
Bald border,
crawling
by the way.
around
Sorry.
in the foot of your garden somewhere, dressed as foliage. That's because he's an undercover infiltrator. Now, he has a reputation historically for stalking, but to be honest, it was unfair. Yes, he was in other people's gardens, primarily the female variety, but let me tell you, he wasn't interested in them. They weren't his prey. What Boba was doing was testing out his latest night vision, and he was using it to hunt squirrels. If you can catch a squirrel, sans gun, sans knife, with nothing but your bare hands and the human advantage of technology, aka night vision, you truly are a ninja warrior. Unfortunately, as he crawled forward, he didn't realize that one of his Velcro straps had got snaffled round a bird feeder. Now, normally in early spring that wouldn't be a problem. But unfortunately, in a garden redo, as he took the recce for granted he'd done 24 hours before, he didn't know that in a garden redo, June had replaced her bird feeder with a wind chime. Immediately, the lights came on, and Boba was stuck, unable to move. He was blinded by the lights because he had his night vision on. Obviously, he turned the lights on, and these were like proper in garden invader lights. Sent out the dog. Absolutely savage did John Thomas because he was prone on the floor, legs akimbo. Dog saw it. It was like a target for it. Straight in. Foof. He let out a howl. Obviously, his hospitalisation resulted in arrest. We don't talk about it now, but there's the full story.
God, I haven't heard a story as emotional as that since Bravo 20. He's like the Andy McNabb of farmer.
When he writes his story about undercover ops, that's going to be the one that sets all tongues wagging
Mm.
in the Secret Service areas.
I wonder if he'll have like a rival one like Chris Ryan and the one that got away in the village.
I'll be honest with you. I did hear DM was trying to pass off some of Boba's stories as his own. Now, DM's got his own stories, but Boba's stories, undercover ops, hiding in wheelie bins, that sort of stuff. I did hear him down the bull and dog trying to pass that off and even Boba was like, hang on a minute, DM. That was me. I said, oh, well, more of a hero worship thing. But yeah, so DM's writing his own book with his own stories, right? But he's bringing it out, and I do believe it'll be the Farmerton Vegan Cafe book launch by next Tuesday. And
Wow.
Boba's been sat pontificating on his life story for his whole life, but he's not really written it.
Mm. Wow. Interesting times ahead. Wow.
You watch this space, fella.
Mm. Well, after that magnificent story, next up.
You need to do equally as interesting one about my son.
No, hang on. You need to do this one. This is your
I
redheaded
thought I just did
stepson.
Boba.
You did, but I think
I
we need
can't
to.
touch him now.
Sorry.
Me and his mum shared a shandy at the Bull and Dog, so technically he's my son again. So you do the bit, and I'll stand back and as a loving father and just nod.
Well, I would just like to say thank you very much to Ginge, your redheaded stepson.
Yep, yep, yep,
Yep, yep, yep. You
yep. More of
sound
that.
like you're doing an interview. And I tell you what,
More.
he has got into just recently, and this isn't a skit. He has got into. He's Warhammer. He's been painting the figures, and he's been putting them on Discord, and he's rather good at it. I don't know whether it's because he played Warhammer. What's the one on PS5? Space Marines.
Space Marine 2.
Yeah, so he's getting into that. So yeah, quite interested in that. But yes, if you want to
He's
see,
my boy. He's not just got into it, is he? He's not just played it and gone, oh, that's all right. He's my boy. He's
he's
gone out.
platinum that. Yeah,
He's platinumed it. Then he's gone and bought the t-shirt, all the figures. He's got a full scene diorama. He's cleared out his missus. Get out. Sling your hook. He's got the dining room table out. Slapped a great big sheet of 8x4 on it. Drilled straight through. He's in his flow state at this point. He's spilt a load of gobbo, expanding foam up all over it. He's slapped in a bit of square draining pipe he found in a skip at work. Everyone's gone, what are you up to? Don't you worry. He's hacked at it with his Dremel and gone at it with his drill. All of a sudden, it looks like a high-rise building.
hmm
He's gone, smashed a hole through the ceiling, and dropped a load of flock all over it. He's flocked the hell out of this thing. He's come down and he's flocked it all over the place. He's got flock everywhere. He don't give a flock, this kid. He's got it everywhere on himself, on his kids, all over the model. But I tell you what, he looks great.
the
Looks good.
similarities now are yeah.
Flock's done.
The all in is very similar. Yeah.
He's thrown all his figures on. He's arranged them. It looks like you've just paused time on a battle and you're in a satellite looking down on it. It's incredible.
Well, I can't wait to see pictures of that. Thank you very much, Ginger, as always. Who we got next?
I have no idea where I am anymore. Up next,
I was struggling.
a man called Harvey Retro who knows nothing but passion. He knows nothing but pain. He knows nothing but power. At least that's what his victims know about. He's one of the most delicious men I've ever seen, but unfortunately, underneath that, he's a serial killer. He uses his good looks and charm to seduce people into his shed, where he chops them up into small pieces and then feeds them back to the local community. It's recycling for sure. Some would call it seasoning on a wide scale. Thank you, Harvey Retro.
Yes, thank you as always. Also, he's got his new podcast out. First episode is out. So go and check that out. My retro catalogue journey.
Yes!
1986. Yeah, it's
Harvey, if you haven't clipped up my comments about that show and turned that into your latest advert, the Artemis 2 wet fart nonsense, it's probably totally inappropriate, but I think you should. Um,
yes,
that
going.
means I get to caress the wonderful Emma Sharp as she delicately slips into the support area, and I say, thank you, Emma. You are amazing. No
Mm,
spikes this week, so just a quiet, rested bank holiday weekend at home. What more
mm,
could you ask for, Emma? I think you
exactly.
deserve it.
I do. Put your feet up. Then we have the wonderful Greg, nowhere near Berlin, another long time supporter. Thank you as always, Greg. I know I say this all the time, but we will have you back on. We'll get you back on this year. So, yes, thanks, Greg.
Up next, Mumsy. Interesting time at dinner last night. I walked in on what I thought was something else, but unfortunately, she'd back choked on her teeth and he had stumbled round to give her the Heimlich. I'll be honest with you, RGT. I went at you like an animal possessed, but that was my fault.
Well, I can't let Mumsy choke. There's nothing worse than watching her choke. So, there's only one way, and that's to get around the girth and get that up.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yeah, I realised that didn't sound good, that, did it?
Well, mate, that's because she was choking. And I'll be honest with you, I don't think
Mm.
my initial thoughts of you taking advantage were wrong.
No, no, no.
Um,
I was trying to save her. I did save her. I saved her life, actually. So,
you did,
yeah.
but the tax was the high price.
Well, you have to really go at it if you're getting a whole sausage up.
Yeah, well, let me tell you, mate. Instead of like choking the tooth out, she choked the tooth down. And because Mumsy is pretty attached to that certain denture, while you were out living it up with Ashens and Elliot Cole, I was picking through her poopy.
Next up, we have the RGT fan club. Thank you as always. Great support and really appreciate you. Thank you.
I don't think we could. I don't think I could live without them. Up next, a man who knows no bounds. He's probably stronger than two oxys put together and then fed
Easy.
angel dust. Picture it for a moment.
I'm trying.
That's pretty strong.
Mm.
Imagine theirs. Forget it. Thanks, Pete Brocklehurst.
So you're having a conversation with yourself. Dave, forget it. Okay. People goes,
Move on.
yeah, love him or hate him.
The
It's Billy
show's already
Marmite.
dead. Billy Marmite.
Yeah, he's one of the silent ones. You don't see him in the Discord. You don't see him at the venues, but he's there week in, week out listening. He's there week in, week out contributing. So thank you, Billy Marmite, as always.
Well, like the puppet master you are, I arrive here and Fat Zangief is around. So, as tradition dictates, I will Zangief, and you'll
Hmm.
let me know the context for said Zangief. Are you ready?
Okay. Yeah.
Fat, oh, fat, fat Zangief.
Um, I would say that Zangief had bad similarities to Boba being caught in the garden. Very
Hmm.
sneaky, looking over your shoulder. Up, wind chime, lights on, Geef.
I can see how you would interpret it as that. I can see why you might think that would be the obvious conclusion from what I
Mm.
acted, but what was actually acting was me in surprise at the VR update of Microsoft Flight Simulator for the PlayStation 5. And that was me going, oh, crikey, and downloading it. And that beds nicely into what I'm hoping to play,
Oh,
RGT, which we'll
yes.
get to, but there's a teaser as I ask you what you're hoping to play.
I'll probably give another go to Coral Island. I will try and push on with Infamous Second Son. Probably a bit more like little zombie army game. Play a bit more of that. I need to get back onto Mafia on PS3. Um, I will apologise. I still haven't played the Gen 7 game in a month, the 50 cent game. Um, if you want me to play it, let
What's
me
that
know
one
in
called?
Blood on the Sand, I believe.
What
Um,
did I say it was?
many, many different things, but not that. Um, if you want me to play, get it and play it, let me know, and I will get it and I will play it. If not, if
I want
everyone's
you
want,
to get it and play it.
it's very quiet on there at the moment. So if people want to move on and I can do another vote, I will have a chat with
Oh,
Zangief and we'll get another vote going. But if not, I will get it played and I will order it and get it played. So let me know in the Discord.
what are you hoping to play?
Is this deja vu or
Is there
um
nothing else?
no? I'm trying to get there. Hold on. I think that is pretty much it. Yes. So
No more Coral Island.
I've said all this. You haven't been listening. I said I'll probably go back to Coral Island, play a bit of that. I'll play some more Infamous Second Son, a bit more of
Sorry,
the
you
zombie
glossed
game.
over it quite quick. I
Yeah,
couldn't keep up. I just thought you might get a little bit more in depth about this and add in a little bit something spicy, but you just sort of regurgitated from the beginning. I don't know.
yeah, I did a bit really, didn't I?
There's
So
nothing that you're reaching for. There's not because I'm only asking because I'm looking for inspiration, RGT. I'm looking for a little bit
unfortunately,
of
so am
a
I.
glimmer of something there.
Yeah, so am I at the moment because there's a lot of games floating about, but nothing is sticking. So we'll see. But mm, we'll see. Oh, and I know Captain's got Beam MG Drive now, so we need to get on there together, Captain, and play some races. Let me know when you want to go online. There we go. Beam MG Drive. What about you, George? What are you hoping to play other than losing hours and hours in VR flight simulator?
Well,
Captain
that's
George
it.
coming
I'm
through.
hoping
I'm
to
coming
try
to your
that
layout.
out. I'll probably bounce off it after 20 minutes, but hey, I might play it flat screen anyway. But I'm excited to try it out.
I think that is you. I think if you're in VR in that doing a long haul flight, you will go and get your little shirt on and your captain's hat, and you will sit there with a little tin of pop. And good evening, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. This is George, and I will be cruising at 36,000 feet on
You've
our
got a
way to.
way better captain voice than me. I'm a little bit too itchy scratchy. I'm like, yeah,
I love flying a plane. So,
and everyone will
um,
be like, oh,
mm,
no.
well, yeah. Can you get us off, please? Um, yes, I think that'll be a bit of you. So I think you're going to love this. I think you're going to come back next week with black bags under your eyes saying you've put 60 hours in this week.
I hope so. I've
You will.
upgraded to the Ultimate Edition. I've gone and splurged nearly.
This as well could be the PSVR 2's Pierre de Resistance for you. This could be what gets it out of the box. I think you could be yeah.
I'm hoping so. I've not
Mm,
wanted to overhype it, but I have been kind of waiting. I've been off the VR for this very reason. I'm kind of pumped, hyped and wiped. And that's probably where I'll leave it. There's going to
Mm.
be a smattering of continuation of the other stuff I've played, much like RGT. I'm waiting for a bit of inspiration. I need to get back on the PS5, but I've been a bit discombobulated and not in my usual place in terms of home. Then you've got to make space for other people, so there's been a bit of Switch gameplay. But yeah, maybe PS5 over the weekend. Dive into some other games. I did download Mafia 2 from the remastered collection after you talked about it last week, a little bit there. So yeah, I might also give that a whirl. It's on the hard drive, ready to rock and roll, installed. So yeah, I think that probably winds us up from a very gentle
Mm.
show as we head into this bank holiday weekend. I hope you're going to have a wonderful time with the extra days of gaming exuberance
Oh, I
at
hope so.
RGT.
No, I hope so. Yeah, I'm
I
looking
hope
forward to
everyone
it. So,
listening is going to be treated like some form of Roman emperor and be fed grapes and have their controller cleaned with only Evian water and everything their brow mopped. Very, very well looked after. Get yourself some time. Get yourself some time with your favourite hobby,
mm,
digital hobby. Go out in the
you
garden.
deserve to.
Yeah, you've earned this.
Mm.
Yeah. Scorn at daylight through the window as the rest of the world walks around, enjoying themselves. You lock yourself in, get yourself some gaming time going on. RGT, I think that's all we've got time for.
Mm. I think we're
Right?
there. I think.
Yeah, so we have time for this week. Listeners, always thank you for your time. I look forward to the pleasure of speaking to you again next week. Until then, happy gaming. Remember, there's nothing wrong with being in the unofficial controller. It's what you do with it that counts. See you, RGT.
Ladies.
See you, everyone. Thanks, RGT.